So yesterday we have discussed about how we can create an Angular application and how we can run an Hello World application. That is the first application of in Angular. So that yesterday we have seen, right? So today we are going to discuss about. So after completing the first step, Hello World application, we are going to learn in the future modules, okay, and then components and data binding concepts, directive pipes, and routing services and Angular forms, authorization and authentication. So these are the things we are going to learn in Angular application. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about modules. First, what is a module? Okay, modules and what is the importance of module, okay, and types of modules. So these are the concepts we will cover today. So what is a module first? So we already seen that module in TypeScript. So what is a TypeScript module? A module is a class, okay, a module is a class which are having the methods and the variable declaration solvings. But in Angular, if you'll consider as a module means it is a group of, okay, logical part. Module is a logical part which will group the components, services, and any routing regarding things, okay, and any directives, pipes. If you want to include any other things, so all the components, all the information, so all the application related information you will keep inside the module only, okay, that is the module. So these modules are useful for, so importance of module, why we will use this module means, first one is code maintenance, okay. So if you are maintaining the modules, if you are writing the modules means, if you're writing the code means, so then code maintenance will be very easy, okay. Instead of creating the components, multiple components, and the code, the application will look little clumsiness and you won't understand. So what is this concept, what is these components, what is these services, okay. That folder you will have like more number of components folders, and that folders will look like very ugly in your application, okay. So to maintain that bigger application into a feature modules, we need to convert into or we need to group into a modules wise. So for suppose if you take a home page like any other website, first we have header, footer, and sidebar and main component. These are the four are there, right? Four parts are there. So uh, if you can divide each and every part as a module, and you can include all that modules in a one app module, and if you design that website or application, that will be very easy. Who can understand, who the developer, next developer, he will easily understand that, okay, this is header module, okay, this header module will contains the information about the header components. So inside that if you have header component, so okay, this header related information will be contained in the header module. The footer information related components or anything, the services which I have written in that footer module, that will be included in the modules. So easily code maintenance, code reusable purpose. So that footer, code reusable, and that footer you can include in any way. That here in this application we have written the footer, right? Footer module, right? That footer module you can use in the next application also. Just you can copy that whole entire module and you can use in the any application. So that code reusable purpose we can use, okay. And so if you are dividing the application into a small pieces means, then the code will be organizable, so maintainable. That here only the code organizing is very clean and neat, okay. That also comes under the importance of module only, code reusability, okay. The maintenance of code, these are the things with the advantages of using the modules. Next, what are the different type of modules? So what are the different type of modules are? feature modules. Okay, that one is feature modules. Next one is shared modules. Okay, and routing modules. Routing modules. Fourth one is widget modules. Okay, widget modules. Okay, if any services related things, more services are there, you can create a service module also. Service module. These are the 5 types of modules we have. Okay, first one is, and one more is that root module. Okay, root module. That will not comes under the modules. Okay, different type of section, but this is the parent module, because all these modules will be imported in the root module only. So every Angular application will have one root module, one only root module, because we have seen that in the main.ts bootstrap of app module. Here he is given that app module. Instead of that, if you give any other module, that module will be act as a root module. Okay, so in that root module only, these different type of modules we are discussing, right? These type of different modules, like feature module, shared module, routing module, these all will be included in that root module only. Now app module.ts is there, right? This app module is acting as a root module for an application, entire application. It is acting as a root module. Okay, root module is nothing but a startup module. Okay, when the application will be loaded, this root module will be loaded first. Okay, when this root module is loaded, me the subsequent components or any other things related to that module will be loaded. So now I will explain about before going into discuss about different type of modules. I will explain what is module and what is inside this. Okay, so in this module, we have 3 sections are there. First section is, this is metadata section. Okay, metadata section means, so what are the importing things? So to run that module, okay, to run that module, what are the things required? So that we can import it from the already declared modules or any other things. So this is ng module. So this ng module is, uh, I told you, right, module is a class. So if you are separating that module, or if you are decorating that module with @ng module, okay, like this @ng module, that will be module. If you are decorating this with @ng component, then it will become component. Okay, so the class is actually the class only, TypeScript class only, here acting as a module and component. Based on what you are using this decorator, based on that will act as a module and component. If I will use here at the rate ng module, then it will become module. If I will use, instead of this ng module, ng component, I will use at the rate component. Okay, not ng component, at the rate component, then it will become component. Okay, so we will discuss components later. For now, you can see that. So these class is there, right? This class app module. App module is a one class only. So when we will add export to a class, it will become module. So we already seen, right? In TypeScript, we already seen. So now export class app module. This is the name of that module, app module. And this section is the building blocks. After metadata, we have building blocks. This section will contain, this is called first @ng module is there, right? This is decorator. Okay, ng module is the decorator. This is importing from the core, @Angular core. @Angular core means this is the Angular already written in the Angular package. Okay, @Angular package, the core package about that ng module decorator already written. Just we are importing that ng module and we are creating a module, browser module also. So browser module means browser related all engine information, compiler information, does all information will be already written in the @Angular platform browser. Just we are using that module information. So these are the browser module. This is also module only, right? So that module we are importing here, and app routing module. So we will discuss later this app routing module, okay, and app components. So the components also I told you that components and routings, services. So if you have anything that will be included in our application. So inside this building block, first one is declarations. So what is this declarations means? So any of the components. So n number of in a module we can create n number of components. Okay, in an application we can create n number of modules. In n number of modules we can create n number of components. So how many components you are creating under that module, you can give here by comma separated. If you are creating one more component, so some another student component, you can give reference here. You can import the student component here, and you can give reference here. So declarations is nothing but what are the components written inside that we need to declare here. Okay. Next, imports. Imports is nothing but mostly modules. We can import the modules here. Okay. So these browser module, okay, and the app routing module. So that modules are there, right? We are importing here. Okay. Importing into this application. Providers is nothing but to provide means we will use mostly for services. If you want to include a service here, and you can give that service information here, okay, that service component name is there, right? That will give here inside this. Okay, this is for mostly dependency injection purpose. In dependency injection I will let you know, okay, that also. Now you can assume that inside providers we will keep the services. Next, bootstrap of app component. Oh, this bootstrap of app component mostly we will give for uh, we will give only for app module, or that is root module only. Okay, because only one time only app component will work. So from the next modules we don't have this bootstrap. Okay, now after this is the metadata section, and this is the declaration section. Means this is building blocks of a module, and this is the name of the module. So this is about a module, and what are the different type of modules. So that is feature module. So feature module is nothing but, so we are dividing right on application into a header, footer, sidebar, main module. So like that we'll divide, right? These all modules will be feature modules only. Okay, feature, to accomplish a feature, to do a particular task. Okay, to do a particular task we'll create our own module, right? That module, all modules will be comes under the feature module only. So I will show you also. Okay, I will create one module and I will show you also the feature module. Next, shared module. What is the importance of shared module is, so if we have 4 or 5 modules, that is enough. Directly we can create, directly we can give import section in the app module, we can include in the app module, and we can run that application. So that is not a big issue. If I have like number of like 40 50 40 modules are there. Okay, not 40, like 30 40 modules are there. Okay. I will show you example here. I have written in one particular case the shared module. Live example I'm showing. Okay. Our shared module, what is the importance of shared module is, see here. These all will be one link is one module. Okay. See here, how many modules are there in this particular project? How many modules are there? This opportunities is a module. Okay, research is a module, budget is a module, creative is a module, results is a module. Okay, and here also one website, asset manager, seed list, users, roles, information, tailor maintenance, report scheduler, application logs, printing, notification manager, account admin. So these all will be the modules only. How many modules are there inside even this application? You can see here. This is coming, right. This is also one module. Okay, inside this dashboard we have, right. So if you want, if you can declare here inside the dashboard also, we have modules. So for particular an application, these many modules we can create. Okay. So when in that cases, if you are importing all modules into a app module, that will be very clumsiness. So instead of that, you can create a one shared module. Okay, one shared module you can create, and you can give all that module references inside the shared module, and you can import that shared module into the app module. Okay, then the app module we don't have dependency like all the module information directly in the app module. So the shared module act as a uh, mediator between the all the feature modules. Okay, all the feature modules, that all are the feature modules. Actually, you can create a feature modules 100 numbers, and you can import that feature modules in the shared module, and you can give the reference of their shared module in the app module. Okay, so that is the mediator, that is shared module. And routing module. So what is mean by routing module? If we can see here, app routing module, we can import that in the app module. So here we already created that app routing module.ts. So what is that app routing module? Here it will contains all the routing information. Okay, all the routing information. So if you are clicking a particular link, where should it navigate? Okay, so that navigation information will be kept under the app routing module. Okay, that is the routing module. So you can create number of routing modules also. Uh, for suppose you can see here, this is one module. Inside that you have number of components are there. These components also have its own individual routing there, right? So for one module we can create a module also, one routing module also. You can import all the routing modules in the shared module, and you can give the reference in the app module like that. So we can create a number of modules also. Okay, that all routing information should be keep under the app routing module only. So for all the routing modules, app routing module is the root routing module. Okay, you can give all the routing information under the app routing module only. Okay, because this app routing module only imported in the app.module.ts. Okay, now understood, right? So that is app, that is routing module. Next, next is widget modules. Widget module is nothing but, so we have dependent on the for any like component to create a widgets. Like if I want to create a data table, okay, table. I need to fix the header, and I need to filter the table data. So for that purpose, already some of the widgets already written. Okay, that will be Angular material. Okay, Angular material is a widget only. We need to take that widget from Angular material. So what we will do, that third party already modules are there, right? That all modules will keep in the widget module, and we can import that widget module in the shared module also. You can import, or directly you can import in the app module also. Okay, so I can show you that also. So how we can import a shared module like a widget module. For example, I'm showing you the how we can importing the material module in the app module. Okay, guys. So this is my Angular application. Okay. Here you can see here app material.module.ts. So this is the widget module only, material widget module. Here inside this app material module.ts, we have so different type of modules. You can see here button module, okay, toggle module. These modules will be, I can keep under the material module. Okay, this is widget module only. Tabs module, stepper modules, slider. Okay, all that modules I am keeping inside the one module, that is widget module. This app material module. Okay, material, all the material related things I have imported here. And this app material module I'm including in the app module.ts. You can see here. Okay, app material module.ts. Like this we can give. Okay, here you can see shared module also there. Okay, to include so I told you, right, number of modules we can import in the shared module, and that shared module we can import in the current module. Okay, root module only. Shared module you can see, material module you can see, routing module here it is. Okay, like that we can create in the multiple modules. Service module. Okay, services module. For suppose we have a larger application, so big application. Inside that we have like number of services, like 20, 30 services are there. If it is the 4 or 5 services, directly we can import in the app module, and the providers we can give that their names. Okay, that services names. But if there that services are more than 20, 30, in that cases, you can create a service module, and you can import all the services into that service module, and you can give that service module references in the app modules. Like that, we can give. So these are the different type of modules available in the different type of modules we can create in the Angular application. Okay, I'm removing now. Now we can see how we can create a feature module, and how we can import that feature module in an application, Angular application. So to create an to create an module, first we need to go to that Revealing File Explorer. So here we need to go CMD to create that ng generate, okay, module. Okay, ng generate module. I'm generating the module from the ng. Ng means Angular CLI. Okay, Angular CLI. Next, ng module, and we need to give here module name. So I want to create employee module, guys. Okay, employee module. Okay, inside that employee module, I want to keep employee information. Okay, and I want to display that employee information, so that I'm creating the employee module. Okay, employee. So ng generate module, employee module. If I'm clicking enter, you can see here, it will create a employee module for us. So create a employee module is done. Now if you can go to here, under the app module, you can see here, employee module is created with the name employee. Employee, inside that employee.module.ts, it is created. Okay. So that will be created by using ng module. These are the things while creating empty module. These are the things Angular is already given with the default code. Okay. So this employee module, if you are if you are creating from the ng generate, actually it need to automatically insert, but it's not inserted, but we can import. How we can import that employee module? Here we can see. I'm importing now. So first what you need to do, import like this, and here come to employee and slash employee dot module. Okay, and if you come to here, and you can shift, control shift, then it will give you the module name and employee module. You can, okay, like this, give that spaces both sides. On this employee module, you can give the reference here. Okay, done. Okay, like this, we can create a modules, feature modules. Okay, this is an employee module, employee feature module. Like that, we can create number of modules. Okay, employee module. I can create management, ng generate module and management. Okay, you can see here with the name management, already that management module is created. Okay, management module is created. So we can import that management module here. Import, same thing from Okay, management dot module, and you can come to here, control shift you can do. It will give you the that name, module name. So you can import that module name, management module here. So done. So that management module is included in the app module. So like this feature modules, we can create and include in the app module. Okay, I told you that if I have number of more feature modules are there, in that cases, it is very clumsiness to see that all feature modules in the app module. In that case, we can create a shared module. Okay, so we can create by using that also, and by using the here also we can create, out manually also we can create. How we can create manually means simply here a new file. Okay, click on new file, shared dot module.ts. You can give shared.module.ts. Here it is nothing. So first, to create a module, we need to import the from @Angular core. We can import, not like this. Okay, @Angular core, and what we need to import, right? Ng module. Okay, Ng module. We have imported the Ng module. So that are feature modules, right? So we need to import the common module. We can copy also. Okay, common module you can import from the so form. So that is completed. Import first import section is completed. Now decorator section. Ng module, and you can import like this. Okay. Inside that, first what we have declarations. Okay, colon it is array. Next we have import colon. These are array of import section. Now here we have exports also and providers. Okay, and also we have bootstrap. That currently we don't require that. Okay, now we need to give the module name, export class shared module. So already we are creating that by using the Angular CLI, right? So manually how we can create, we will see this. Okay, both not both, right? So export class shared module. Now we have created a module manually. So we need to import this module, right? Common module in the import section. So done. Now what I am doing here, yeah, this app module, these two modules are there, right? I don't want to include this module, two modules here. I can import that two modules in the shared modules. Import from employee.module.ts. Employee module. Okay. This is the best practice to do the spaces. Without also not a problem, but that's a good practice. Okay. And one more is import, import. Okay, guys, I have created. Now I need to give the references in the import section. Now the shared model will contains information about the feature modules. Now I can give this feature module reference, the shared module reference in the that module. Okay, you can give like this shared module and that shared module. You can give the reference. Done. Like this, we can create a shared modules. And I already showed you the widget module. Okay, app routing module defaultly when you are creating a creating Angular CLI one application, there it will ask you want to create a routing. So if you'll click on yes, in that cases it automatically create you routing module. So in routing class, I will show you how we can create a modules routing also. Okay, child routes. Okay, that all that routing information I will show you in the routing class. So for now, today about these modules, these enough guys. Okay, about how we can create a components and how we can give the references in the module. Okay, how we can create different type of components, how we can create logic, we can write a methods. Okay, and that components, different type of life cycles, component life cycles have we have. Okay, about that component life cycles and what are the different type of metadata inside the component and decorators information. Okay, that we'll see in the tomorrow class. That's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we don't have morning. Evening I'm planning actually at 8 o'clock we'll plan and we'll complete about components. Okay, so modules and components. When this module and component will be completed, then hierarchy of an Angular application completed. Now we'll move to the uh, like coding or otherwise examples we can do. Okay, while when we are completing about creating a modules and components, we'll go to the Monday onwards. I think within 1 week we'll complete that remaining Angular. Okay. Why we are doing imports means this import section already one module is shared module is created here. So this shared module you need to import in our root module, right? Without importing that won't try that won't run. Okay, without import that won't run actually. Okay, because of that this import section is important. This Angular core, if I will not import this, you can't write the @ng module decorator. You can't write if you are not including common module. That then this model won't be recognized by the TypeScript compiler. So because of this, we need to have that important things. We need to import that things. Already ng module about that ng module already written in the Angular. Okay, at the Angular core packages already that module information about the coding everything will be written inside the Angular core. Just we are importing that declarations, that syntaxes we are importing here, and we are implementing our project. Okay. So if you are creating anything, component or module, without importing into one particular module or a component, it won't run, right? Means it won't include in the your build application, your build. It won't include. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow we will see about the remaining. Like tomorrow evening, we'll see about component information. Practice this, create a modules and create a shared module, import that shared module like that you can do. And while about components, while after completing the components, you can see that modules are importing in the feature module or not. Okay, these all information we'll see. Okay, okay guys, bye everyone.